welcome back. So, after you ended the last session, you made it your way to Bremen to speak with the townsmaster named Axel. You gave him Lord Mistel to basically interrogate and him try to inquire more about the information that you provided him. In addition, you gave him some documents, showed him the ledger that he had to try to compare with that with the spell book. He had planned on keeping an eye on him with his son, Oscar, for the night. Y'all were a little skeptical of it. You decided to go with his wife, who led you to the inn that they also run, and she provided y'all free room and board, as well as food for the evening. And after that, I let y'all have a short or a long rest, so it would be the following day. Is there anything anybody would want to do at night prior to, going to bed or anything?
Nope, I would just want to go to bed.
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I know on the way there, y'all ran into some trouble and got attacked,
Mhm.
and one or two of y'all had some issues. The rest of you pretty much were just like, we got attacked. So,
I don't know.
I
if
think
it's-
I'm. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know if anybody else is having this issue, but you're cutting in and out for me, God.
okay,
Me too.
that's fine. I'll move a little closer to the mic. I'll put it in front of me like I used to do. How about that? Is that a little better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it is better. Speak now if I need to unplug it and replug it in.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
it sounds fine to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. Okay then. So I will unpause it, and y'all are free to go from there. It is the next day. It's about almost 8 o'clock in the morning, and yep.
Are we waiting for the townsmaster to summon us, or?
Nope, y'all are free to go about. If y'all want to go and see him and inquire more about
Okay.
it, you are welcome to. If you want to explore the town some, you're welcome to do that. It is on y'all.
I'll sign to Zell and have him ask. What's her name? Is it started with an F, right?
Fiona.
Fiona. If there's any shops or medicine shops or anything like that in the town.
She'll explain that there is a general goods store and there's also an herbalist shop.
Ooh, I want to go there.
Zell will kind of just roll his eyes and follow along.
Come on, it's plants.
Okay.
I'm gonna maybe go to the townmaster.
Okay.
If I can get him to move.
Sometimes people get stuck on tables, so if you get stuck, let me know. So Azos and Andros, I'm assuming y'all went to the townsmaster.
I'm still loading into the town map after I try to leave, but that's
Okay.
the plan.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was just gonna explore the town.
Sounds good. All right. So Azai is the only one I see on the actual main town map. And then there goes Orlum as well.
I don't even see myself.
You're underneath Orlum right now.
I don't see myself. I see Zell and Orlum.
How about now?
I see myself now. Yep.
Yep. Zell, do you see yourself? Yes or no?
Mine is still loading. I'm at 33%.
Gotcha. Andros, yay or nay?
I just hit 100%, but nothing's popped in yet.
Yay or nay?
No.
Okay. How about now?
Still nothing, just a black screen.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah, nope.
Okay, it shows that you're still on the one map. That's why. Okay, here you go. That should help. Once I pull you to the right one, it had y'all all at the inn, so that's why it was doing it.
Now I'm on the black screen with the rain, but not anything else.
Yeah, you should
So I
be.
can see. Yeah, I can see Joe's character, but I can't see like the map.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I do not. I'm just getting a black screen at this point after reaching 100%. So
Same.
I have to theater of the mind this.
yeah, I can see tokens, at least, and rain. We're
Yeah.
getting there.
All right. So, Zai, you said you were going to go to the herbalist shop. Zell, you were going to go to the herbalist shop. Andros,
Yep.
you were going to go to the townsmaster. Orlam, where did you say you were wanting to go?
I'm going to the town master, but I still just see
That's fine.
rain.
And then Azos, you said you were just going to explore.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I do this real quick. Do. All right. That's okay. Do. All right, and I'm gonna.
Well, it was letting me move. Now it's saying I'm colliding with walls in every direction.
I've been kicked.
I see that. Man, I'm very sorry this is having so many issues tonight. Let's see. Stop and okay. So in the Discord, I just posted. Well, I'm in the process of posting a map of the town, so that way, if we need to coordinate who goes where and what, we can go from that route. So I see 2 people are on here. So I'm gonna pull Andros and Orlum to this. Scene. Herbalist. So you have to go up here and here. Cell, I'm gonna pull to this scene. Zai, can you move now?
I think what happened is the application froze because all of a sudden I moved all over the place and my character sheet popped up. So I think it's just being extremely laggy.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, if this continues, unfortunately, we might have to call it.
Like the
it's
site's a jewelry store and I'm not allowed in.
Exactly. It's like, I mean, it's borderline unplayable right now, so because like everyone's having issues. I mean, the only other thing that I can do would be to try to reset my internet to try and see if that would fix the internet issues. That's the only thing I think I got.
I mean, I'm cool with a theater of the mind type deal. If it saves everybody else from having to start over.
I mean, but like everyone's having issues. It's not just one person, unfortunately.
No, you're touche.
Let's see. Delete that.
I mean, I'm also okay with theater of the mind because we can just describe where we're going, and if different people are going different things, you can just pull different people to different chats.
I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And you can like screenshot pictures to the Discord so people at least have an idea of what they're seeing.
I suppose.
Worst case, I mean.
Yeah. It's just really fucking annoying. Okay, let's see. All right, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, da, 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 da. So Azai and Zelzia, we're gonna head to the Herbalist Shop, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put y'all in the Herbalist Shop and I'll screenshot it so y'all can see what it looks like since y'all haven't been in it yet. And put y'all in there. I think you're muted, Zai, if you were wanting to say something. I heard you say and then it was
No, I was
quiet.
about to yell at you, saying that I hear you talking in the other room. I'm hearing you speak in the room, but I'm not hearing you speak in the headset.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's been cutting in and out again.
Okay.
And I was just gonna yell at you, but yeah.
Gotcha. That's fine. Alright, so here is the Herbalist Shop. I'm uploading a picture of it now. Open. Send. Okay. Right here is I'll do this. Bam. Whoops. Alright. Bam. And go blop. Okay. And do. Alright, so file, save. Okay. Alright, here we go with load. And we got bam, bam, bam. Okay, so here's the Townsmaster's home. As it's loading, it should be done in a second. Okay, alright, so there's the Townsmaster's home, and I have that in the Herbalist Shop, and then Azos is just kind of exploring. Okay, so let me, I'm gonna drag Zell and Azai real quick for brief chat with the Herbalist Shop, and then we'll have the conversation with the Townsmaster since that's kind of important. Okay. Alright, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Fantastic. Alright. So when you go to the Herbalist Shop, you see this this really old lady. She's kind of sitting in like a rocking chair in the middle of the room, kind of sitting by the fire. She just looks like your standard typical, just kind of aching in her bones, kind of old lady. And when he walks in, and you kind of see her, she'll kind of acknowledge you when you walk in the door. She just continues to rock, just like, "How may I help you?" Which I don't know if y'all heard that or not.
I heard it, Jeff.
Okay, just making sure.
Um,
I said they are having audio issues, so I just want to make sure.
You're fine. As I will sign to Zell and explain to see if she has pretty much any knowledge to the creatures we fought the night before, and if she has any herbs or anything she would recommend for safe travels through the area for sale.
So after you, I guess, describe what the creatures look like, she'll explain that they are, common creatures in this area. They actually are, kind of sought after by some hunters because people actually will. What?
Yeah, you cut out there.
You cut.
All right, give me
You
a
cut out,
second.
yeah.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna unplug my mic. God, it's so fucking frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know why everything is having issues tonight. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's literally been prepping the past 3 hours, and Foundry's been running smoothly. I've even gotten on and tested stuff, and it's been fine. And it's now like everyone's on. It's like crashing. It's so weird. Oh, you
Yes.
sound much better. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's not recording my audio. Okay, let's see. Okay, now it's recording my audio. But can you hear me now, at least
Yeah.
clearly? Okay, fantastic. All right, so she'll explain that after you describe the creatures to her and what they look like, she'll say, that even though while they are kind of a common occurrence in certain areas, they are sought after because the hides of them can actually make people make armor out of them. So usually there's a hunter in town that actually like really looks for them because they make really nice armor. And it's pretty simple to skin them. It doesn't require anything too crazy. Like usually leather working tools is more than enough to be able to strip their hides of whatever you need.
We may need to start gathering that to make some extra income.
Zell's gonna kind of pipe up and go, would the general store or this hunter sell such tools that we would need to be able to skin these animals?
There is a person in town who actually makes armor. She explains his name is Vernon Ritter. He owns and operates basically like a tanner to be able to make and craft armor, and that he would have the materials that you would need to, or the tools you would need to, I guess to harvest those type of materials.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good mental note. Okay.
And to kind of follow up with what Asai is looking for, I'll ask, does she have any herbs or anything like that that would be just for general healing and things like that she would have for sale?
She does. She has a large collection of herbs that she sells. Some things are used for actual good effects that would be beneficial to help, survive different elements, in addition to actually improve certain aspects of healing. Like there are some things that she has that actually, if applied to a potion, can actually double the effect of some healing of potions.
Ooh, I'm very interested in that.
Yeah. I'll whatever that type of herb I'd be interested in. Anything to fight off poisons. Is kind of what I'm looking for at this point.
Yeah. She also, in addition to selling certain things, she has some things that can be. She can also create potions herself. Like she has the ability to make potions, and she offers her services to make them.
Okay.
Which I don't know why her prices aren't showing up right now.
Would
Now that I'm
she
looking
be
at
able
it,
to give us a list of ingredients she would need for like antidotes for poisoning and things like that, so we can keep an eye out?
she does have um, she has like certain things that she can provide you that are things to be on the lookout for. So this is the current list of things that she has. I'll take a picture of it real quick. I don't know if y'all can you even see her map at all, or the map at all?
I can see her on the token, but she's not a merchant. It just shows her character sheet.
Okay, let me
Yeah, I can't see. I just see a black screen with rain on it. That's all
gotcha.
I'm seeing at this point.
Okay.
I can see your guys' pointers moving around, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, hey, I see a token now.
Yeah.
I see my
So
token.
yeah. So I will add Let me see if she'll pop up on this a little better. Do you see an old woman token?
I do.
If you click on her, you can actually you should be able to see what she has in her possession.
Okay.
How about you, Azai? Can you see?
I've double clicked her. I'm waiting for something to happen.
Gotcha. How's it going for you, Zell?
I see her list there.
Okay.
What was the herbs that would double the effects of a healing potion?
The milkweed seeds.
Oof, that's expensive.
Yeah, I double click on myself. My character sheet pops up. I double click on her. Nothing happens.
All right. I'm gonna do this.
I will take one of the milkweeds.
Try it now.
There we go.
Let's see here. Let's see if it actually. Yep, it actually purchased it for me. Yay! So yeah.
It's expensive, but I'm thinking about buying. I would need the ingredient pouch to go and gather ingredients and things like that, correct?
It would preserve them to not worry about them, potentially going bad or,
All right. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to buy an ingredient pouch because I can see that just being very useful in the long term. Okay. So that way, if we find stuff, it will preserve them, and we don't have to worry about them spoiling. All right.
Okay. I'm going to kind of sign real quickly to you, asking you, how much funds do you have left? Because I can try to haggle on prices if you need, if there's something you want.
Azai is going to slowly raise her hand to quiet you, and is going to turn and face the stairs.
Okay, I'm going to turn and face the stairs with you, so I can see your hands.
And I'm going to sign that I heard a growl.
Okay. I will sign back from outside, or from the old lady.
I'm going to point towards the stairs.
If you see the picture in the Discord, you'll see do you see the picture in the Discord?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so from there she would be pointing towards, the top left-hand corner. There's a staircase leading down. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of was this growl audible enough that I heard it, or is it just something that as I heard?
As I heard it based on her passive perception.
Okay. I'm going to kind of turn back around to the herbalist and go, do you happen to have a dog or some type of pet in the basement?
So she'll kind of look at you, not really frantically, but kind of like, oh crap, I didn't want y'all to hear that kind of look. So she'll explain that she came across something in the woods the other day, and she's currently nursing it back to health.
Azai's going to sign, is it hurt?
Yeah. How hurt is this? We're more than happy to offer our help in helping nurse it back to health. You know, it's not the. I'm going to try to come across like that we're not upset at her having an animal, but it's like we're more concerned about it being hurt and wanting to help it.
Sounds good. she'll kind of begrudgingly explain that it is hurt. She's been treating it for the last couple of days. She's been kind of keeping it a secret because she feels that it would probably cause a bit of a ruckus if people found out about it. But she couldn't, abandon it, and but she would allow y'all to be able to go see it.
Oh, this feels like a kindred spirit. I have to help it now.
I gotta go. Kind of help my brother out here and watch his back in case it's not exactly what we think it is.
Oh, it's an outcast like us. We must help it.
Yes. Though I'm chilled by the the visions of someone, the old lady, from Placid Lake, and the giant crocodile.
Oh, you've seen too many horror movies. It's God. What's the worst that can happen? Take us downstairs. Ha ha
Yep.
ha.
Okay.
Take us down.
All right. So, when you make your way downstairs, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have y'all go down, and I'll take you down there so you can see what you're doing. Oh, it looks like a Zos just decided to tag along as well. So when you go down there, you see two large cots on the ground. Let me pull Zos in here to see if he's like that. Well, howdy there, Zos.
Are you following us?
I was exploring and I found you.
So you technically could, if you wanted to, because they just made their way downstairs. You could have followed on your own, but you don't really know what they've really ran into yet.
That is correct.
So,
Sure, I'm curious.
okay. So
With my passive perception, would I have noticed Azos?
let me. No, you would not have.
Okay,
Um,
that's a good question though.
So when you make your way downstairs, you see this large, like pretty much makeshift cot laying on the ground. You see two of them sitting on the ground. They are basically just straw on like the ground with basically like almost like a bedroll resting on top of it. And on top of the bedroll in the top right side, this is what you see.
Oh,
What the fuck is that?
it's a bugbear.
I cannot see it.
I know I'm about to. I'll post it. I'll post it individually to you, Zell, since the others aren't in it. I don't want them to get spoiled by it.
I'm pretty sure that's a picture of a bugbear.
You would be correct. That is a bugbear.
Oh,
I'll give you just
What
1
the
second.
I'm going to step towards the bugbear. Is the bugbear laying down, sitting up?
The bugbear is laying down. It does appear to be injured. He looks like it looks like it's in pain.
Is that a bucket of water beside me?
There is a bucket of water with like washcloths kind of sitting on the side of it.
I'm gonna grab a
Just,
washcloth, dip it in the water, and step up to the bugbear and place the rag on his head.
So
Does he have
that's
any
what
type of visible injuries?
he does. He has some wounds on his chest and his arms. One of them looks pretty deep. It looks like a large, almost like a axe wound on the chest.
God, that was a shitty roll.
What do I know about bugbears? What would you like me to roll for that?
For that, it would be that's fine. So upstairs, or sorry, history wise, let me
Would it be history or nature?
history.
That would be a 10. I'm specifically the type of what I'm trying to remember is do these things actually can they actually speak or not? It's kind of what I'm trying to figure out with my history's check.
One second. All right. Okay. Okay. So the do speak. They can speak like a goblinoid type language, and then they also some of them can speak common. Um, so as you place the rag on the thing's head, it goes, "Thank you." And when he looks over at Azai, he recognizes something that he doesn't know, and he, frantically gets up and kind of like backs into the corner in like a defensive stance.
As I will just slowly lower to their knees and then hold their hands out in a very passive, like I'm not here to hurt you stance.
Zell will try to very calmly, non-threateningly. All we want to do is help. Will you let us help you?
So the bugbear will kind of like look over to the old woman and kind of like almost like raise an eyebrow, kind of like in a gesture of like almost like who are these people? And the old woman will just kind of explain to the bugbear that's like they're just trying to help you. But the bugbear kind of looks to be a little, defensive still and doesn't really want to, he just seems as very questionative and just very distrustful of, people that are, approaching him in this manner. Typically, most people don't treat bugbears with a lot of goodwill. Most of them just see them as monsters and attack them. So, I mean, it would be a
I'm gonna
very
slowly pull out a ration and offer it to him.
okay. And it'll like gingerly like reach it and take it from you.
So let me change that to.
But I'm gonna swap over to the others real
That's
quick since I've been with y'all for a minute, and then we'll continue here shortly. That way I don't have them sit forever. I'm just gonna leave y'all in this one, and then I'm gonna jump over to that one.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. I was letting them do some things real quick. So y'all made your way to the Andros and Orlum. You made your way to the Townsmaster home, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Do you actually see yourselves or no?
No.
I do not.
Okay. How about now, Andros?
I can see my token, but other than that, all I see is a black screen with rain.
Okay. Orlum, how about yourself?
I can see mine and Andras token, but just black and rain. Aside
Okay.
from that.
All right. Can you at least see the other tokens now?
Yep.
Okay. Good enough. Good enough for government work, at least. All right. So, as you make your way into the townsmaster's home, you'll see Axel kind of sitting at the table. He's still kind of going over some of the documents and stuff. His son basically has Lord Mistel sitting in a chair. He is basically bound to the chair. He definitely looks like he's in a little bit of rough shape. He looks a little more worse for wear than when you saw him last night.
All right.
But
I think you,
yes,
I
go
think
ahead.
you cut out. I think
Uh,
you cut out, God. You said
can
he looked worse for wear.
Yeah, he looks worse for wear than he did last night.
Okay.
But like I said, Axel's basically sitting there at the table. He's still kind of going over the documents. Oscar's standing pretty much beside Miss Tell, who's tied up to a chair, sitting in the room. Did you at least get all that?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure. I had to reset my mic a minute ago, and it seemed to work better after I did that. But with that, so when enter the townsmaster home, or Axel will motion for y'all to come have a seat at the table, and he'll explain some of the things that he's learned from Miss Tell throughout the night.
Like what?
Are you planning on sitting? Are you just gonna kind of stand there? What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'll go sit.
I'll
Okay.
take a seat.
Okay. So Axel will explain that eventually throughout the night they did a little bit of interrogating to Lord Mistel, and eventually after a couple hours he eventually broke and revealed a lot of disturbing info. He explains that Mistel, for several months since he's been in Fairhold, has been sending notices out for adventurers to come to the town of Fairhold for various reasons. Whenever people would arrive in that town, he would poison them, take all of their belongings, and then basically throw them in the mine to be eaten by his ghouls.
Oh.
Great.
In addition to that, he would also, there were times or situations if they were not able to poison people, he would lure them into the mines for various reasons. For, hey, we think the creatures might be in here, whatever, and they would get attacked by the ghouls, and any of them that would attempt to flee would get attacked by Sir Rugert and basically get pincered between two foes and would usually not make it out.
All right.
He also explains that Galloway is also involved, and that Galloway is typically the person who actually removes all the items from the people, and that Galloway uses his shop as basically a front to acquire more gear, and that he uses the stuff that he takes from people to sell to people that arrive into town. And also whenever he gets something that he's very interested in, he targets that person to basically get eliminated to take their shit.
All right.
In addition to that, that Galloway himself is kind of a greedy little bastard, and that he typically will keep things for himself to kind of like hoard his own things. The things that he really, really takes interest in, he'll kind of keep for himself and doesn't ever offer it to his shop. He'll basically, he knows, like Lord Mistel will explain that he knows he's got like a little treasure trove that he keeps to himself.
All right. Anyone else involved, or is that it?
The only other person that he mentions is actually Sir Rugert's son. He is known. His name is Xavier. He said that Xavier doesn't like doing anything that he's done, but he's kind of like forced to do it. He pretty much calls the kid soft. Is like the way that Mistel described him. Is that he definitely doesn't take after his father in terms of having the drive to want to do such evil things. Like his son's kind of like a definitely not the same caliber as his dad, but I mean he is also kind of complicit in these deeds because whether if forced or not, I mean he still takes part in or at least the removal of. He basically is forced to work in Galloway's shop, and he pretty much spends all of his time there, having to peel all these items off people.
All right. So what's the plan? What's the way ahead?
So Axel will explain that he is very interested in actually getting to the bottom of this, He believes that he needs to confront the Galloway guy and to prove or to confirm all the things that Miss Tell has been saying. He doesn't want to just take it completely at face value because, he wants to, I mean, the guy's been doing this for a while and it's pretty much gone unnoticed. So, he doesn't want to accuse someone without any proof or just based on, a person that's already owned up to doing something wrong. He doesn't want to just, potentially incriminate somebody without proof because those are pretty strong accusations. So he would want to go to Thayerhold himself to witness this firsthand. He would be willing to accompany y'all there. He says he can't go right now because he has to send word about everything that happened with Lord Mistel to the people at Altenheim, which is the capital, and inform them of what he has learned. That he has enough to pretty much nail this guy down, but he can't 100% accuse the Galloway until he sees it firsthand and has the proof. But he is willing to go, but he explains that they're currently in a predicament in town right now, that their town hunter by the name of Hans is gone. He's usually, he goes out and, collects their main source of funds and their main source of economy in this town is actually like fur trading. So Hans basically goes out, collects a bunch of fur. They have a tanner in town that, makes armor and things out of it, and then they sell to major places like Altenheim, things like that. But the hunter Hans has been gone for about 4 or 5 days now, which is very abnormal. At most he might stay gone for a day or two, like 3 at the absolute max, but he never is never gone this long. So he's like, hey, this actually kind of needs to be looked into. He would normally look into it himself, but the stuff with Mistel is going to kind of preoccupy his time. So he would at least ask if y'all would at least be willing to kind of like ask around town to kind of see if he can learn anything about it. And then, once he has everything done with Mistel, he would be more than happy to go back with y'all to Thayerhold to kind of get everything situated.
Okay. And do we know how long it's going to be until people come here to deal with Mistel, or is it going to be something that's dealt with locally?
So he's gonna send word to Altenheim to deal with this. It'll probably take a day for them to get word of this incident, and then they would send people to come basically take Lord Mistel. So he said it could probably be about 3 or 4 days total by the time they get word, send someone to come get him, and then after they come and claim him, then he would be free to go to Altenheim. But he pretty much is responsible for him until that time.
All right. And he's just wanting us to look around town and ask about this guy, or
Yeah, he's basically just
the
like,
word in town. Are we supposed to be going out and finding?
I mean, just I guess depending on whatever you find out, I mean, someone might have heard something and he just hasn't asked that person yet. He doesn't know. He hasn't really inquired about it yet, just because he had been prepping for y'all's arrival since you first sent word. So he was getting everything situated in that. But he just now someone had mentioned to him the day prior that, hey, we haven't heard from Hans yet. So but his mind, he's kind of like, well, he usually always comes back. So he didn't really think much of it. But it's been, they kind of, after he realized, it's like, oh shit, it's been about 4 days. That is abnormal. So
Okay.
So no one as of now has really inquired about him, so that's why he's asking about it. But he said that the tanner is usually the one that deals with him the most, and he might have potential info. His name is Vernum, and he's the one that typically skins all the animals that he brings in, and so the two of them are moderately close. So that's who he suggests would be a good person to initially ask about it.
And if he's not in town, are you looking to like hire us to go out and find him, or?
I mean, if it comes to that, then yes, he would say that, like, yeah, I would compensate you for your, your time and effort into trying to find him.
Okay. Yeah, we can go ask around town. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So if there's nothing else that you want to ask him, then you just pick where you would want to go from there, and I'll make it happen.
Yeah, I guess we'll hit the Tanner up first, and then maybe talk to the gate guards. Maybe they've seen something.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So what I'll do is I'll put y'all on the Tanner's map, and then I'll see if it'll actually pull y'all to it or not. We'll see if it will load for y'all, and then go from there.
Oh yeah, loaded for me.
Cool. How about you, Andros? Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Fantastic. We're getting better. Getting better.
Why does this guy have human bones on the floor?
It's mostly animal bones.
Looks an awful lot
I
like a
know.
human skull and or hand.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna slowly back out the door. It's like, never mind.
Yeah. That
I'm gonna
probably.
assume that that's just a prop that's there and not actually there.
Yes, that was Hannah adding a human skull probably on accident. This was one of our made maps.
Yeah, it's a human skull and hip bone and
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah, I would notice a detail like that, but I guess she didn't. Um, but you do notice, at least on the table, there's a bunch of hides that have already been cut on that table to the right. On the one table is just a large pile of blood, and then on the side of it is just a bucket. Looks like it collects a lot of that blood. And you see on the back wall there's basically like a tanning rack to kind of prep the leather and everything like that to kind of get it to be cut and stretched to all that nice fun stuff.
And they only have one hunter,
Yes.
and that's their main source of income for the entire town is this one guy.
Well, their main source of income is this guy, this tanner. He's the one that actually does all the actual labor
Right, but
work,
but he relies on the materials brought in by the one guy.
correct. But this guy is very, very capable. Like, he's not a pushover. Like, he's a very capable hunter. He's pretty much like third generation, knows the woods inside and out. The guy doesn't he handles himself quite well.
Okay.
He actually served in there's on the east side of this world there is a militant kingdom. I always forget which one it's called. Trying to see if I can find the world map. So it always helps me remember it. I think I saved one on my desktop. I can't remember. No, I don't see one on my desktop. Can't remember it off the top of my head, but there's a kingdom that they basically make you go into service for. They make you serve a military term for about 2 to 4 years, and like everyone has to like it's like pretty much when you turn like 18, you join the military and you have to serve like a minimum of 2 to 4 years. And this guy served like 6, and didn't have any fucking issues. So
All right.
like I say, he's not a pushover. That's why it's also kind of abnormal that him being gone this long, because he's usually back fairly quickly when he goes out and hunts, and usually brings in a pretty good haul every time he leaves. So, but Vernum is an extremely large dude. He's about a solid 6'5", weighs about 270. He's a quite imposing dude. he would be about comparable to your size there, Andros.
Alrighty.
But you just kind of see him working with like kind of stripping a deer of its skin and removing some of its entrails and getting everything clean to prep it to you know strip it of its hide to be able to prep to do more fun things with it so he could make something out of it.
Okay.
But if spoken to, he'll stop what he's doing to talk to y'all.
Yeah, we'll announce ourselves and wait for him to finish up before we have a little chat.
Okay. But so after a minute, he'll clean up and kind of wipe all the blood off his hands and work his way over to y'all and kind of greet you and ask what he can do to help y'all.
Yeah, we're here on behalf of the Lord, looking for the hunter. Apparently, he hasn't come home. We were hoping you had heard something or knew something.
So he'll kind of seem surprised in that that the guy is missing Hans, like Hans Gruber, as a comparable word of the word Hans.
Right.
So did you actually get that reference, Orlum?
Mhm.
Look at
I
you.
did.
Proud of you. 2 points. 2 points.
You're literally like 3 years older than me.
I know, but most girls don't watch Die Hard. The best.
Hashtag not like other girls.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Yeah. Hands down, best Christmas movie. But he'll kind of seem surprised that Hans is missing. That's very abnormal, and he'll say that the last time he saw him was probably about 5 days ago. He said that he had info on an area that would be heavily populated by wolves that he wanted to go check out because he feels like he would probably get a pretty good haul from it. But that was the last time he had seen him.
Did he
Did
mention
he?
where this area was, or?
He said that there's pretty much if you head out of town and you kind of head like to the northwest, you just kind of stay along the road, and then there was like a cavern up, like almost like a den up somewhere that he had found. He had never been into that one before, so that's why he was gonna investigate it and hopefully be able to get something good from it. He said that most things like that usually don't stay up for very long because he kind of like hunts them once every like couple years, kind of lets them repopulate, and then he always leaves a couple of them alive so that way he doesn't make them go extinct and then there's nothing for them to keep hunting after. He mainly goes after like deer, wolves, there's some elk in the area, just pretty much just normal wild game. Wolves are usually some of the things that he hunts the most because he lets them repopulate very well because you get a good litter of 5 or more, then that can keep replenishing itself.
Isn't it dangerous to go hunting wolves rather than like deer?
It is, but like I said, this guy usually doesn't have any issues.
And he has hunted wolves in the past, you're
Oh,
saying?
numerous times, like with 0 issues. Like that's his like favorite thing to hunt is wolves.
Okay. So following the road northwest, some sort of cavern. Did he say about how far out it was?
He'd say probably like if you were traveling horseback, it might take you like an hour or two to kind of get up that way. But like on foot, maybe probably about 4 or 5 hours, and that's why sometimes he'll be gone for a day or two because he'll go out, he'll hunt, scout, maybe spend the night to kind of like survey everything, and then in the morning time when they get up, he'll start going after them, and then
Does
make
Hans
his make
go
his
out
way
on a
back.
horse, or does he have like a cart or something?
Typically he'll go out on foot because he doesn't like using a horse because it sometimes spooks the deer or spooks the deer and the wolves. So he typically goes out on foot, so that way he could be a little bit more stealthy.
And then he just carries a bunch of dead animals all the way back to town?
Usually, yes.
Okay.
He usually skins most of them in the wild and then brings back just the hides. He usually doesn't. The only time he'll bring back carcasses and stuff is if it's like they'll need it for food, if they're actually just gonna like hunt animals. And then when he does that, he'll go out with a horse and a cart, and then he'll leave the cart out on the road, and then he'll go hunt whatever, take it back to the cart, and bring it back into town. But this current trip that he went on to, he went specifically to go hunt wolves, and when he does that, he typically goes, out on his own, so that way he can be a little bit more stealthy.
Seems like a waste not to bring the whole thing back. But whatever. All right. Did we get a description of what this Hans guy looks like?
He's kind of like a big burly guy. He's got thick red hair, probably like just not too long, like not even just a little bit past his ears. He's got a thick red beard. He usually wears pretty sturdy armor, like kind of like a medium armor, like a. I want to say it was like, I'm trying to remember which one it would probably fall into. Kind of like a mix with like a breastplate with like scale mail. And
Alright.
but yeah, I mean he's a big dude, probably about like 6'1", 6'2", probably weighs a little over 200 pounds. Carries himself pretty well. He definitely he's usually very stealthy in the woods. He usually doesn't ever really get noticed by anything. That like he's a pretty competent hunter.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll go ask the gate guards if they've seen anything. Do you have any questions, Orla?
Is there anybody else that he was close to in the town, or
The only
was he
other,
a loner?
well, he was unmarried. He didn't, he pretty much has never really, settled down with anybody. The only other person in town that he kind of had any dealings with was Yensia, that was the barmaid at the end. They had, there was, it's this is kind of like a really small town. So he's kind of paired up with her a little bit. Like if he was to eventually settle down with somebody, it would probably be her.
Okay. And she's just at the inn, you said?
Correct.
Okay.
She was the like the barmaid that y'all met last night.
Okay.
Alright.
That's it for me.
All right.
I guess we'll head there then.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So what I'll do is I'll swap back to them real quick in the herbalist shop, and then
Alright.
I'll return to y'all here. I'm gonna put y'all on this map to see if it will do that, and then I'm pulling y'all to it now. Let me know if you see it.
Yeah, it worked.
Yep.
So you're good.
Yep.
Fantastic. So do you see Yensia and Fiona in the inn?
I do.
All right. Is Loyal in there too?
Yep.
Look at that. Perfect. Love it. All right. Cool. All right. I'm just going to leave y'all in the main one, and I'm going to swap to them. And that's how I just had it since I had y'all separated. All right. I'll be back presently. All righty.
No sense.
I has returned. All right. So,
Yay.
um,
Oh, I was telling them all about Ladybeard.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, yes, you
Don't
do.
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You
Do
know
not
who
Google
Lady
it. Do
You
not
know.
Google it. You cannot unsee that shit.
Gotcha. Do y'all see yourselves on the herbalist shop or no?
I see everything on my end.
Yes.
I see everything but the bugbear.
Okay. So I'll do this. How about now?
Yep, I can see him now.
Fantastic. All right, we're starting to actually see. They can see on their maps too, so we're coming up in the world. All right. Okay.
Granted, I can still only see tokens, but hey, that's improvement.
We'll give it that at least. They actually can see everything now, so when y'all, I guess, leave this map and I put you on something else, y'all should potentially be able to see everything. So, all right. So, but
Okay.
we're getting
Nice.
better in the world. So,
Woo.
so after you give the ration to the bugbear, he'll kind of take it from you and he'll eat it. And he'll kind of like look at you, just kind of he'll look at the three of you kind of suspiciously, but at the same time he's still like in a defensive stance, like he's kind of trying to protect himself. He's kind of holding one arm over his wound, from where he's was attacked, and he's just kind of just standing there, just eating the ration as he's protecting himself. Not trying to lose his any more of his life.
I'm going to slowly remove my gloves, and I'm going to slowly offer out a hand, but not touch him, and see if he reacts. Almost like if I were to reach my hand out further, I would lay my hand on him.
So he'll kind of like look at you and he'll like point the ration in his one hand as he's using his other hand to kind of like guard his wound, and he'll kind of like hold it out and then kind of look at you and go, "Explain."
I'll sign to Zell and explain that I want to cure him or heal him.
I will look at him and go, good sir, my brother here has some limited abilities to cure wounds, as I point to the wound on his arm. He wants to try to cure it with magic if you will let him.
And he'll kind of like look over to the old woman, who will kind of like nod, approvingly, and will kind of like gesture to like let her try, kind of thing. And he'll kind of look at you, and then he'll kind of like nod his his large head at you.
Interesting.
So after you heal him a little bit, you notice the wound kind of close up a little bit, and he kind of like look at you and kind of tilts his head at you and goes, "Thank you."
Huh.
I'm going to give a nod and then slowly stand up.
And he'll kind of like look at you and he'll acknowledge your presence, and he'll kind of gesture towards his wound and kind of see that it's it's a little better, and he'll take the ration and kind of like gesture it towards his, like almost towards his chest, and he goes, "Name Varg."
I will at that point go. I will point to Asai and go, Asai, Zelza, and then I will point to Azos and go, Azos.
The fuck? I'm not here.
We don't know he's here.
I'm a shadow on the wall, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
We
never
have
mind then.
we have no idea he's here. He is higher than my passive perception.
That's right. I
He
totally
is a fly
forgot
on
that.
the wall.
I saw the token and I went with it. So no, never mind. I would not have introduced Azos.
Okay, that's fine. So
Don't exist.
yeah. So he'll kind of acknowledge after you tell your names to him, and he'll kind of ask he'll just kind of like look at and gesture at both of you and go, "Why are you here?"
I will point to the lady and say, uh, we heard noise from the basement and inquired, and she mentioned she had something down here that had been injured. We offered our help in treating and healing it. It is a pleasure to meet you, Varg.
And the old woman, old Brintha, uh, she'll explain that that she's been looking after him for the last couple days, and that she found him in the woods with that really bad wound to his chest, and he seemed to be like frantically crawling to somewhere, but he didn't really explain much, and that she basically, once he kind of like basically passed out and lost consciousness, she scooped him up onto her cart as best she could, and basically brought him here and got him into the house pretty much to kind of treat his wounds. And she hasn't really had much opportunity to inquire much about him and kind of what the situation he's going through.
Azai will sign to Zell and say and ask him to inquire about what attacked him and why was he running.
Yeah, and Cell will pass that inquiry on to Varg, and then he will also offer Varg. You can go. I also have some limited ability to heal. Would you mind if I also try to help heal you even more?
He'll gesture that it's okay to heal him more, and he'll uh, you know explain as best he can. It's like, needs safe family.
From what?
Tormach. And he looks very pissed off. He looks very pissed off when he says the word Tormach.
Azai will jump and actually speak and say, Tormach? What do you mean, Tormach?
So he'll kind of look at you like questioningly when you of course speak, and then that when you mention Tormach, like you seem to at least know a little bit about it, and he will explain. Tormach take people, change them.
Do I need to roll anything, God, or
You can
backstory,
do.
I should know anything
I'll
about?
let you do a history check.
Okay. Because I know my backstory. I know exactly what that is, but yeah, no.
Well, in this instance, this would be one that you would technically kind of get advantage on this check. So,
I would at least know the name. I would hope.
roll it one more time.
All right. Woo!
There you go. That's a better
Here we
one.
go. Yeah.
So, let me do this real quick, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that's
Let's
fine.
see.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Yeah, I definitely know that name.
Where is my one? It's interesting why it doesn't have that. Okay, I'll do this. Let's see. Doop. Where is? There we go. It's this. And okay. To actual fuck. Alright, go ahead there. Alright, let's see. Looking for my thing real quick. Sorry. There's that. There we go. Perfect. Bugbear, Tormod's Rage. Here we go.
That didn't sound good.
Alright, so I'm sending it to you now.
All right.
Sounds very rainy.
Okay.
Holy cow, it's a book. Oh, this is not good. Oh no. Azai is going to speak once again. Where is your family?
So he'll kind of look at you, and you kind of see like sadness in his face, and he goes, "Taken."
All right.
Do you know where they were taken to?
He kind of looks sad in the sense that he's like, he goes, "Unsure. Fell asleep. Tired." And like kind of putting, like gesturing like at his wound in his chest. Like the injury made him lose consciousness.
Azai will stand to where her back is facing the old lady and Zell, and they will actually remove the mask from their face and stare at Varg in the eyes and say, "Gather your strength, I will help you." So they can make eye contact. With that, they'll slowly put the mask on, turn to Zell, and say, "We need to go. I will fill you in on everything." And they'll start to walk out.
Okay.
And Zell will go, okay.
See if I can copy all this. Let's see.
Worst case, if you can't, I can send it to him.
Yeah, I think I got it. Boom. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's gonna very hush, like very quiet, tell this to you. But now I have a personal vendetta to stop this.
Okay. Well now. Yeah, as I was like going, what about the rest of the people we traveled here with?
We will meet up with them, see what information they have, and we will give them information as a need to know.
Okay.
This is definitely something bad that needs to be taken care of because we do not need an army of this going on right now.
Yeah,
All right.
understandable.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are y'all doing from there?
We're going to head. Would we have known the other people were heading to the town's masters?
Yes.
Okay, then we're gonna. I think we should start heading that way, and if not, head to the inn.
Okay.
I'd say head to the headmasters first and then to the end.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So, I'm going to do this. So, I'm going to take y'all to the headmaster's office. Whoops, wrong one.
That's where I would go too, by the way.
The headmaster?
Yep.
Okay. I'll plop you there as well. Okay. So it's there, and Jesus. Pull y'all to the scene. Pull, and pull. Okay. So y'all should presently be put on this map.
Hey, I can see a map.
There you go. Congratulations. I'm assuming Azos and Azai you can also see.
Yep, I can see.
Fantastic. All right. So as you make your way to the townsmaster's office, he will be sitting at his desk. Y'all can go in.
I don't have a token though.
Let me do this. How about now?
There we go.
Okay, so when you walk into the townsmaster's office, you see him sitting at the desk. You see Lord Mistel is sitting in a chair. He is tied up to the chair. He looks significantly worse for wear than he did yesterday morning.
Wonderful.
Do y'all see his tokens?
No.
Yes.
Yes or no?
I know. Yeah, I know. I can't see Azos right now, but he is on the sun, so I see.
There we go.
How about now?
I got 2.
Yep, I can see him.
Can you see
There he is.
Yep.
all 3 of them? Okay, there you go.
Yep.
All right. So he definitely looks a little worse for wear than he did last night. Maybe some forms of torture might have been performed.
I Camp Snappy.
So, but the Lord will explain that he learns a lot of things from Lord Mistel.
Okay.
Dope.
So he learned that Lord Mistel has been, since he's basically arrived into Fairhold months ago, he has been luring people to the town with flyers of various things to get people to come in. And once they arrive into town, he uses his influence in the town to poison people that arrive and kill them, take all of their things, and then give them to the ghouls that he keeps hidden in the mines.
Okay.
Oh my
Dope.
goodness.
He says that if they are not able to poison the people, which sometimes that does happen, then he will, trick them into going into the mines for various reasons. Sometimes it's to say there's someone trapped in there. Other times it's for, hey, I believe the threat might be in there. And once they arrive into the mines, they get attacked by the ghouls. And if they attempt to flee, then typically they would get attacked by Sir Rugert, who would be waiting in there for them. And so they would get pincered between the ghouls and Sir Rugert and typically never make it out alive.
Mm-hmm. Too bad he found a capable adventuring group.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, he says that he also explains that that they've actually have been trying to get into the mines. They were actually kind of hoping someone would eventually make their way through it enough, because he knows that there's at least a decent amount of stuff in the mines from adventures they were not able to strip before they died. So there's probably actually a decent amount of little stuff in there that they haven't been able to get access to yet.
Okay.
He also explains that Galloway, the store owner, is also involved in this, and that Galloway is typically the one who will either poison them, or once they're poisoned, take them into his shop where he will strip them down, take all of their stuff, and then get them sent off to the mine. And he takes the stuff that he uses, or takes all the materials from these adventures and sells them in his shop for people.
Azai is
Another
going to
asshole.
slowly pull out the component pouch they bought and stare at it.
And he will also keep items for himself because he is kind of a greedy bastard. So he's probably definitely got something stashed in his house somewhere from stuff that he's been taking from people.
No shit.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Does Lord Axel have any recommendations as to who should take over the town?
So he says that, he's already kind of working on that. He says that he is currently in the process of getting, a report sent out that's going to be taken to Altenheim that will send for someone to collect Lord Mistel, and then they are going to try and appoint somebody that's going to take his place. In the meantime, he pretty much is going to have to supervise him. He's also very interested in running into this Galloway guy, and that he actually plans on going to visit that town himself. He says that if y'all want, he'll actually travel with y'all to go visit Galloway and confront him about all this, because he can't take this 100% at face value, because it could just be Lord Mistel trying to, save himself or try and earn favor and throwing somebody else under the bus. So he needs to confirm this information for himself. And once he does, then, he'll act accordingly. But as of right now, these are pretty egregious accusations, and so he definitely
Yeah.
needs to investigate them. So he plans on going there firsthand when he has the opportunity to. He says that unfortunately he just can't until Lord Mistel is taken, because he has to make sure that he doesn't escape anything like that. Because if this guy has been doing, which he owned up to and admitting to all the things that he'd been a part of, there's some serious crimes and will likely get a basically like a death penalty. But
Okay.
he'll be tried amongst his peers and more than likely sentenced to death.
Okay. I'll ask Lord Axel if he knows where the rest of our traveling companions went to.
He will explain that he actually has them looking around town right now. He says that their town hunter is missing. He normally will go out and gather resources. He explains that their main source of income is actually selling furs and armor hides that they send to Altenheim. He says that the hunter will go out into town. He'll go out in the forest, gather materials, bring them back into town. They have a tanner that will work on all the things that get brought in, and then they'll craft, sets of armor and things like that, and they send them off to Altenheim to be sold. So this guy's disappearance is kind of a big deal. He explains that after, he'll usually go out for like at the most 2, maybe 3 days, but he always comes back. He's been gone for about 4 days now, which is very abnormal. He said he's only actually just learned that he hasn't been back yet this morning. He says that his pretty much closest thing to a girlfriend, Yensia, who's the barmaid, had came up to him in the morning and said that she hasn't seen him, but he hasn't had the opportunity to really investigate it yet. So he has Andros and Orlum kind of asking around town right now. He had sent them to the tanner to go talk to them first, and then he just basically just had them go around town to try and learn more about it.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
He did say that if something was to happen and it would require y'all having to like leave town to go investigate it, he would compensate y'all for, any kind of travel expenses and like that if y'all have to go do any like major traveling. He explains that that this
Like getting
guy's
here?
what now?
Like the expense for getting here?
No, like the expense of like if you leave town to go look for this guy, he would pay for y'all to anything you would need to go look for the guy, he would pay for it, kind of thing. Like this
Oh, okay.
guy's very important to this town.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna
Okay.
kind of give Asa a quick look at inquisitive look of we 4 days ago, not too long ago, You know, it's like he's really kind of trying to pass off. You know, I wonder if the bugbear had anything to do with it, but without actually saying that. He's trying to convey that all in a look to his eye.
Azai is going to nod to the Lord and then walk out the building.
Okay.
I'm going to follow.
Cool. So essentially, his fate is sealed. As
Yeah.
far as,
He said that it'll take about 3 days for someone to arrive into town to take him, so he can't leave to go to Fairhold until someone comes to collect him. But they said it should be about, by the time they send word and then have someone travel to come down there, it'd be about 3 days.
Okay.
So he'll be ready to leave to go to Fairhold in 3 days.
Okay, that works. Well, is there some sort of compensation for bringing this dude in?
He did, when he sent word to the people in Altenheim, he thinks that, based on everything that took place, that they might issue some sort of compensation for it. So the people who come in to collect him would potentially pay you some sort of reward for it.
Okay.
Kind of like almost like a bounty. Now, granted, this wasn't like a person that was being looked after. It was, like anyone was hunting this guy. He was doing this in secret, but, bringing this to their attention is a big deal. So, you wouldn't go unrewarded for it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go look for that dude.
Yeah. Once we're outside, Zell's actually going to kind of sign to Asai going, do you think maybe the hunter attacked the bugbear and the bugbear killed the hunter in self-defense?
Sorry, my screen was going crazy. I wasn't moving and I was moving.
Okay. As I physically moved y'all, that's why.
Oh, okay, that's why. As I will sign back and say, that is possible, but the fact that he is not violent now makes me believe that he is not infected.
Right.
And we continue to give him the benefit of the doubt, but there may be bugbears outside that were chasing him that could have killed the hunter.
Well, right. I'm thinking the hunter came across him, saw it was a bugbear, automatically assumed he was hostile and attacked, and the bugbear was forced to defend himself. And defending himself, killed the hunter. I don't think he attacked the hunter. I think the hunter provoked the attack.
Well, my biggest concern would be if it wasn't him, what if who was chasing him did it?
This is also possible.
Yeah, that's more of what I'm thinking might be possible.
Do we want to go back to the herbalist and talk to Varg before going to the tanner, or do we want to go to the tanner?
I think I want to go talk to Varg and see. We need to get a description. We should have gotten a description of what the hunter looked like from the
That's
Axel.
true.
I'll give it to you. He's probably about 6'2", about a little over 200 pounds. He's got pretty predominant red hair. His hair is probably just a little bit below his ears. He's got like a thick mustache, like a thick beard. He usually wears like medium armor, kind of like a mix between like a breastplate and like hide armor. He usually carries a really long sword and a bow that he uses to hunt with. He's basically a hardcore military guy. He served in the Eastern Kingdom of the Brock Empire. There's a region where once you turn 18, you basically have to join the military and serve about a 2 to 4 year term. To basically, that's you serve in the military as part of your growing up. And this guy served for over 6 years before he left, and he was highly decorated. Like he's pretty much a badass. Like this guy isn't a pushover.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should go talk to Varg and see if he knows anything about this hunter.
Yeah, describe to him. Yeah.
So we're gonna head back to the herbalist.
Okay. What are you
I'm
wanting
gonna
to?
look
What are
around
you gonna do,
town.
Azos?
I'm gonna look around town, see if I can find. Actually, I'm not even gonna look in town. I'll look like the perimeter, like his last. Or does anyone know where he last went? Like where he was headed?
The last person that had spoken to him that they know of would be Yensia, the one that's like his girlfriend, who's the barmaid,
She
and
works at the inn, right?
and then the actual tanner himself. The guy's name is Vernum.
Okay, I'll go to the tanner first and then the inn.
Okay,
Okay. I am not able to get off the main map.
I got you. Here, I'm gonna go blap and go blap.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Got
All
no
right.
token.
Let me go here. Blam, 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 blam.
Oh, look at that.
How about now?
Bam. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, so go bam,
Well,
go
well.
bam. All right, so you're gonna make your way to the herbalist shop to speak with Varg, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Um, so as you make your way in there, Varg is still, of course, sitting in that bed on the bottom level. The woman's down there, still kind of tending to him, and she's kind of curious of why you've returned.
Since I've already spoken in front of them, I'm going to speak again. Pretty much explain that we just found out about the hunter, and I'm going to give a full description to Varg and ask Varg if he saw the hunter while he was being attacked or chased, and if the hunter attacked.
He'll kind of look at you questioningly, and he'll go, "Doesn't sound familiar."
And then I'm going to ask, are there any other bugbears close to the village?
He'll kind of nod and go, "Camp nearby."
Do you
Is
know?
this?
Oh, you go ahead, Sel.
Uh, do you know if any of the bugbears in this camp are infected?
And he kind of like nods his head. He goes, "All of them."
How far of a travel from the town is the camp?
So the herbalist will explain that when she found him, in the woods, she pretty much got him into her cart, and it took her like half a day just to ride with him to get back into town on her cart. So on foot, realistically, depending on where he left his camp, because he doesn't look like he wants to describe exactly where it's at. But probably about half a day on horseback to get to the camp,
Okay.
or to at least get in the area about to where she found him.
Yeah, so it could be anywhere from half a day to 3/4 of a day.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay. All right. Well, I guess. Is there anything else you want to ask him, Zell?
He looked hesitant to tell us where the camp was. So I'm gonna ask him. Do you know of any cure or any medicines that would lessen the effect of this disease that's making them violent?
He'll shake his head no, like he doesn't know what he would need to do to cure it.
Okay. I'm going to thank him for his help and his assistance. And and then I'm going to head out. I can't think of anything else to ask him.
Same here.
Okay.
Do you want to head to the tanner next? then?
Yeah. Yeah, let's start trying to find the rest of the group. We have some things to talk about.
Okay. All right. So I'll add y'all to the Tanner map, unless y'all are working your way there now.
I mean, whatever you think's fastest.
Yeah.
Let me go back to, so y'all are at the herbalist. So y'all are here. Go copy. Bam. Go Tanner. Bam. Pull the scene and pull the scene. All right, let me know if you can see.
I can see.
Okay.
I can see.
All right, I'll add Azos to this one.
Do we know Azos is here?
Yes, you can see me.
Oh, okay.
All right, so come in, you see this extremely burly dude. He's about 6'4", about 270. He's quite wide. He's cutting into a deer carcass that's on his table, and he's like kind of ripping out the entrails of it and kind of slapping into a bucket off to the side. He's about mid forearm deep, covered in blood,
Hell yeah.
and just kind of like looks at you and kind of asks you. It's just like, what can he do for you?
What can you tell us about the missing hunter?
And he'll kind of like look at you, questioning. He's like, "What do you mean missing?"
He's
Wait,
been.
are the other two not here?
Define other two.
We thought the other party members were here.
Yeah.
We're trying to converge back so we can be a party.
Okay, they are currently at the inn.
Oh, when I walked
Oh.
in, their tokens were here.
Yeah, it's they are at the
Okay,
inn.
no
I hadn't removed them yet.
Oh.
I've been like copying and pasting them just because that seems to be working the best to y'all.
Honestly, I'm fine not talking to this guy and getting him back with the rest of the party.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're currently at the inn right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go to the inn.
All right. I'll
Yep.
just copy y'all
If they're
together.
not in here, yeah, I guess I would walk out with following.
All right, so I'm
I mean,
gonna.
unless Zell would want to talk to this guy. Like, if you want to talk to this guy, talk to the guy. I don't care.
No, it's the. I'd rather meet up as a group and compare notes before we go and start talking to people.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do this then. Y'all can all finally be together.
Yay, we're together again.
We were worried you forgot about us.
I know.
No.
We all went to the tanner thinking you were there, and when we saw you weren't there, we all walked out and was like, "Where are they?"
Oh yeah, we've been kidnapped.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So story time.
Yep. So
So, pray tell, what have the two of you found out today? What did the headmaster have to say?
Not much. We just gotta wait a couple days for the people to come down here. And apparently, the shopkeeper dude, Galloway, is also in on the corruption.
Well, we learned about the hunter of the town missing. Did you hear anything about that?
I think we might have heard something about that.
When we went looking for you at the headmaster, he kind of mentioned that, and that you guys may have headed off to the Tanners. Have you talked to anybody about the missing hunter yet?
We talked to the tanner, but he didn't have a ton of information. Apparently, the hunter went hunting for a pack of wolves 5 days ago.
Pack of wolves. Okay.
He hasn't come back since.
Okay. Anybody know where in the woods approximately he was supposed to be heading? Like, was he going north, east, south, or does no one know?
I believe he said he headed north. Andras.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, northwest along the road. Oh, why are you grilling us about this? You didn't find anything out yourself?
Well, we haven't talked to the tanner yet. So we came looking for you guys right away to make sure, we could do this as a group.
And you guys haven't found out anything suspicious?
Us or them?
No, them.
Well, there's a camp of bugbears nearby. Probably within a day.
Interesting.
As I will nod.
We learned that the bugbears are infected with a madness that drives them to be violent when they're naturally not violent.
Like a plague?
Like rabies.
As I
Hmm.
nods.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the camp of bugbears?
Out
Like,
of
is it in
character
the
was
same
it?
general direction?
Yeah, out of
You-
character. Was it in?
It
Did
was not in the same general direction as where the.
No.
It is not in the same direction as that.
No, it is not in the same direction as the hunter went.
Correct.
Cool.
Okay. Did they like ask you to go deal with this, or is this just a spicy bit of information that you heard?
Spicy bit of information that I've heard.
That could eventually affect the town.
Yeah.
As
Uh-huh.
far as like the town getting attacked by bugbears?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, they can deal with that later. Okay. Well, I guess we should head out to see the hunter, so we can get paid. See whatever direction that was in.
That works for me.
Okay. So y'all's current plan is to head out to go find this den. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or at
guess
least
so.
that's mine.
I mean, we were gonna talk to the lady in the bar and then the town guards to see if they knew anything else.
Okay. I mean that y'all still can while you're here. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just relaying
that's
information to
perfectly
each
fine.
other, so I was just letting y'all kind of work that out.
Yeah. So I don't have a token on this map, but yeah, talk to the barmaid, see what she knows,
How about now?
and then
Can you see
there
yourself
it is.
now? There you go. All you got is verbalize, and I'll delete and re-add.
Yeah, there I am.
Okay. Can everybody else see themselves?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. All right, because I didn't know he couldn't see himself.
That is Fiona is the town master's wife, correct?
That is correct.
Is the barmaid even here?
She is.
Yeah, Yanessa, we learned from the tanner that Yanessa and the hunter are kind of an item. So we were going to ask her if parents.
Oh, there she is. Yeah. Uh, Unless someone else approaches her, Zell will approach her to and go. Good day, maiden. We have learned that your significant other has gone missing. Uh, what can you tell us about this? We are more than happy to lend our aid in finding him.
So she'll appear kind of frantic and explained that she went to the townsmaster earlier this morning and told him that she thinks something is wrong, that, he's normally back by now. He doesn't ever stay gone this long, and she's very concerned for his safety.
Yep. Well, the
Definitely
town master's the one who sent
understand.
us over here.
Well, I can definitely understand you're concerned, and as my friend said, that the town master has sent us over here. Does he have a particular spot that he likes to hunt in? We heard something about him hunting wolves. Is there a particular part of the woods that the wolves frequent that they claim as their territory?
So she explains that he goes to just various areas around town, or just around, the woods in the surrounding area, that he found a den that he has never been to before, that, he felt would be a good opportunity to find something. He went, on his own like how he always does, and he did not come back.
Okay.
And then he left several days
Um,
ago. He's usually never ever gone longer than 3 days at an absolute max.
did he happen to tell you where this den was?
So she says
Like
that it
specific.
was like, not like, hey, follow this. She pretty much, he described it being, you know, going through, like going on the road for a while, and that it was somewhere off the road and towards basically just kind of deeper in the woods, and then they just had just a small cave. He had never been in the cave before, so he didn't know, like an exact layout or anything, but just, it was just a cave that he saw the kind of wolves hanging around, so he went to go explore it.
Okay. I was looking more for like, is it like a half a day? Is it a
Oh,
day's travel
it would
before
probably
lunchtime?
be, guesstimated, like he said that he should only be gone about a day or two, like how normal. So realistically, it would probably take you half a day to probably get to the cave. Uh, and then
Okay.
if you're on foot, it might take you a full day. On horseback, it'd take you about half a day. He usually travels on foot, and he did go on foot this time. He typically, when he goes after wolves, he goes on foot, so that way he doesn't alert them of his presence and stays a little more hidden.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay,
Um,
yeah.
I will thank her for her information and try to reassure her that we will do our best to find him and bring him home safe.
And she hopes that you can. She's very worried about him, and hopes that nothing bad has happened to him. That she's very scared, because she knows that he's very capable of taking care of himself, but like he's never been gone like this before.
Right. About what time of day is it at this point? I know we're
It's
finishing
still
up work.
pretty early in the morning. It's probably
I'm
been
gonna.
about an hour since you've been waking up and kind of moving around and doing this.
I'm gonna look at the group and go. Do we want to talk to the guards, or do we want to go try to get to this den and see what we can find out?
Talk to the townsmaster, get some horses, and talk to them on the way out.
We already have horses from coming here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And it's not like it's going to take that long to talk to the guards on the way out of the
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, we can talk to them on the way out.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good. So just basically going to gather up your stuff to head out to go try and find this cavern or cave
Yep.
or den or whatever it is.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, what I'll do is I'll get you all situated and together to go explore the road. All right. Let's see. We got road. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Here. All right, and activate.
Oh,
All
that
right.
looks nice.
Wonderful.
This is where we roll initiative.
Oh, I will do that as soon as my map gets finished loading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Can y'all
Okay, I
see
am
the
up.
road?
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
no, I can't. I'm seeing a black screen with rain.
How about now?
Same.
Oh, okay. Now I can. But I only see my token. I do not see any other tokens.
Okay. You see Orlum's
I
token?
just loaded. I can see myself in Zell.
Yep, I can see Orlum now. And yep, I can see. Yep, I can see everybody now.
Fantastic. All right. So as you're traveling along horseback, it's been about 4 hours since you've been heading out on the road, and you notice this cart broken on the ground. You see, a large blood trail kind of leading back out into the woods, and as you hear the sounds of like wolves in the area.
Wonderful.
Okay. Well, I am going to be on alert and have my crossbow ready.
With my passive perception, can I tell which direction the howling's coming from? Or do you want me to roll for it?
Let me with your passive perception, you would be able to tell what direction they're coming from.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I'm going to ready my mace and shield and point my mace eastward towards the top of the map.
Okay.
Dope. What can we tell from the cart and the damage?
So from the cart and the damage, you notice there is just like a large pool of blood. There is basically like a trail, like looks like something's kind of been dragged out into the woods. The containers that were on the cart looked like they had food. Most of it's all been kind of eaten and rummaged through. You don't see anything in terms of like valuables or anything like that. It looks like it was like basically just carrying food. And all the barrels and boxes that had food have all been busted into, like they looked like they've been chewed into, and all the stuff that's inside is chewed up.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, I think we're coming from the top side. Go around this way.
Gonna try to use the broken wagon as a little bit of cover. as I get ready for these whatever is going to be attacking us.
Oh, there it is, huh? Fucking 12?
That was a 20 for half a second.
A fucking 12?
So as you look out towards the woods, you notice this thing. Pretty much as it walks out, it's like pushing the trees almost, or the limbs and the bushes of the tree as it's walking down through.
Okay.
He has a big bitch.
Oh, there we go. I can see it now.
Dire wolf. Oh my god, that is so much bigger than the wolf. Okay. Alright. For a bonus action, I'm going to. Where are you? Spiritual weapon.
Okay, where do you want me to put it?
Put it next to the dire wolf.
To the which behind it, above it, below it?
Right here where my cursor's at.
Okay, so I'm going to free movement, so you want it right there. Okay, so
Yeah,
here.
right there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And refresh my memory. Can I attack with it
Yes,
or
you
no?
can. Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Okay.
Just be sure to target the wolf. There you go. There you go. It's a max
There you
damage.
go.
Max damage
All
roll.
right. Right, and then that's my turn.
Okay. Actually, I need to adjust that. I need to add one more damage because your modifier is actually +4 now. So let me edit that.
Oh yeah. Woohoo!
Set 4.
That's right.
I'll bump this thing up to 18.
Ooh,
Okay,
this
now I'll
sounds
fix it now. Alright, so let me minus off one more HP. Just one. Okay. Alright, done. Alright. Okay. Alright, so the wolf's going to attack at Andros and roll a 1.
Well, I don't like things trying to bite me. So I'm gonna smack it.
Okay.
Literally.
And then I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Or not.
Alrighty, we're on. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 35. Okay. Alright, Zell, you're up.
Okay. Well, I think target. This one right above Orlem's the one that got hit with the spiritual weapon, right?
That is correct. The big one.
This one where my cursor's hovering.
Oh no! The spiritual weapon with the dire
Or was
wolf.
it the
The
dire
dire wolf got hit with the spiritual weapon.
Okay. We're going to target the dire wolf. Okay, now everything adjacent to it. Okay. Oh yeah, it did it. Okay, it did it.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to move kind of over here, so I'm next to Andreas. And that'll be it for me.
Okay. Alrighty, Zos, you're up.
Okay.
I turned your sneak attack back
Very nice,
on.
very nice. There it is. Very nice, very nice. And then wow.
Impressive.
We'll see how your rolls are going to go tonight.
Impressive as always.
Wonderful.
Impressive as always. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see if I can actually hit Orlem for the first time. There it is! There it is!
Oh,
Finally.
Hmm.
Oh, Orlem, congratulations.
We need to get him some antimanian armor.
Congratulations, Orlem. You've now finally been critted. You're part of the group. You're official now. You're official now.
I didn't choose this life.
It chose me. 5, 10, 30, 35, 40. This life chose me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Okay. Alright. Direwolf time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Zell, you're not in a good spot, buddy.
Eek. Nice doggy. Nice doggy.
Fuck around to find out.
Oh.
Let's see. And then... Did you get prompted to do a save?
Yeah, I just got it.
There you go.
Took it.
Hey, there we go. Perfect. Awesome. Excellent.
He knocked you down.
Yep.
That's even worse.
Oh no. God, quick question before you attack or not. Doesn't matter. Okay, quick question. My what is it called?
Warding flame.
Warning flare?
My warding flame. Can I
Yeah, or
cast
flare.
it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's only when you are
Like-
attacked right now.
Okay, that's fine.
It
That was
does
my
when you
question,
get
that answers it.
stronger. It does for other people. For as of now, though, it only does for yourself.
Okay, thank you. I couldn't remember.
You're welcome. All right, so that one attacked and missed. So Azai, you're up.
debating about using a channel to divinity right now. God, would this be a good situation to use Radiance of the Dawn? Blind.
So the way it works is I want to believe it I want to say it triggers you. It's basically it centers on you, and it's basically anything that's within 30 feet of you makes the Constitution save and takes radiant damage of 2d10 plus your cleric level. And if they fail, if they succeed on it, they take half damage. But yes, you would want to pretty much go in to get as close to them as possible, so that way they're within 30 feet of
They're
you.
all clumped together.
They are clumped together. It would not be a bad time to
Yeah.
do it. No.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Do I target myself when I do it?
I believe when you just do it, it should just hit everybody in the group. Let me look at it. So, yeah, you just target it yourself, and it'll hit everybody that's going to be involved.
Okay.
Don't target yourself. Just activate the ability.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said target myself. That's what. Okay, so where is it? Where is it? Radiance of the Dawn. There it is.
So, only the dire wolf one dire wolf and one wolf failed. Or sorry, everybody failed except for 2. So
that's not bad.
yeah,
And then
you
I'm
did some
going
good
to use my
damage.
bonus action to attack me and target all these.
Perfect. And are you just going to attack that one right there?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and that's
Okay.
my turn.
All right, sounds good.
There you go, Orlum. Got some of them off you.
Thanks.
All right, so Orlin, before you attack, I'm assuming you're going to want to stand up.
Been knocked over.
Yep. You would. What you have to do is you have to sacrifice half your movement to stand back up. So as a result of that, you technically can only move like 12 and a half feet. So, but there's at least a wolf right in front of you, so you could just punch it in the face.
All right. We'll do that. Cool.
I'm gonna take the hit.
Okay. If it hits you, at least.
Yeah.
And it did.
And it's prompting me with warding flare.
Just say no. Yeah.
I shouldn't have said anything.
And then roll the save.
Woo!
Oh,
Not knocking me down, bitch.
Yeah. All right, Zell, you're up.
Okay. Well, we're gonna target this one. We are going to do. There we go. And then I am going to move up behind Azai.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Alrighty, Zos.
Okay.
is next to an ally, so you would get your sneak attack.
So, oh my god.
There you go.
Yep. All right. Okay. Are you planning on?
I am going to. Yep, I'm using Warding Flare. So
All right.
give me 1 second.
Sure.
Oh, hold on. Gotta.
That's
make sure
fine.
I'm active on myself first. All right. So I am going to hit the guy with my mace and miss horribly.
I feel like it skipped a wolf.
I think this wolf right here didn't do anything, but I could be wrong.
This one, yeah, that one never went. It didn't go after Duke Buddy. That's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, Dougie. No attack, Zell.
Okay. All right. And Orlum, you're up.
Alright. All of the wolves I can see are dead. Am I missing one?
Let me see.
I don't see any on the combat tracker.
Then y'all succeeded.
Yay.
Okay, out of character, if that hunter was a super badass, how did he have issues with these wolves? If that's what happened.
I mean, I'm sure one person against all of these things would have had
Yeah,
trouble.
that would have been a
So,
problem.
like, the wolves definitely kicked my ass, so maybe don't rub it in my face. Just saying.
I'm not rubbing it in your face.
I was just kidding, Connor.
The puppies just wanted to give you a hug, Orlum.
We all get critted.
Super sharp hug.
With their teeth.
So I divvied up all of the experience from the wolves to everybody.
Yay.
But you notice after all the wolves are defeated and you kind of regain your bearings, you hear the sound of a very deep howl coming from the direction to the northeast.
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm gonna ready my shield and mace, and I'm slowly. Oh,
No, not.
just gonna slowly walk forward and see if I can see if my person will move. There we go. Very slowly. Do I see anything?
So before you go any further,
Yeah.
as you walk out into the woods
Let
like
me go
that,
back to where it was. Yeah.
yeah. So once you like that, something's gonna charge your direction.
Can I ready myself? Do I have at least that or no?
Brace for impact.
Like, can I brace for impact? Yeah.
Sure. So as you do,
What the the heck is that?
Wish I could see it.
There's nothing to see.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I mean, I can see it. So can I hit it?
The question is, can the rest of us get involved in this combat?
Rochambeau, I go first.
And you'll get sneak attack.
And then just waiting on Andras's.
Yeah, I've been like disconnected for some reason.
Oh yeah, I noticed
Yeah,
that.
he's
Yeah, I don't see you in there.
I'm trying to reload.
Gotcha,
so you
you're
can
fine.
just skip me for now.
Okay.
Okay.
I love the Letterkenny gifts. Love them.
Wonderful. What the fuck is that?
Is it a Wendigo?
Actually, pretty damn close.
I mean, it's something. What the fuck is that? Scared.
And then I'm going to move my spiritual weapon up. God, can you move my spiritual weapon next to question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark? It won't. I can't move it.
Where you wanting to go? Like up one?
Literal. No, I
What
want
do you-
my spiritual weapon next to question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, where'd he go? I can't target him now. I guess move it to there. Perfect. Thank you.
A werewolf?
I
It's
think
something.
so. Something.
Alright. That's 25, right?
You were in between all those wolves when you started?
Mm-hmm.
You could have just moved straight up next to it, I think.
Yeah, you can just walk over the dead.
10,
It's
15,
tech-
20. Yeah, you would have been right next to
It
it.
just healed 8 hit points.
Yeah, it's because both weapons that were hit were non-magical, and
Yep,
for some
it's a
reason
werewolf.
it didn't trigger
This
the
is a
thingy.
bunch of barnacles.
Shoot.
But yeah, you can technically, the way those branches are, you would technically be under them and be able to see the werewolf too, if that helps you visualize. So you can go in a straight line and get closer.
It'd be
Yeah,
right here.
No, one up.
You can go
One up.
one. Yep. So you're
Okay.
technically under those branches.
Do you not see the werewolf?
No, I do not see the werewolf.
Oh, it's literally
Oh, it's right in front of me.
Oh, yeah, right
Cool,
there.
cool, 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 cool. I see him now.
Cool,
You
cool, cool,
know,
cool.
it's got the blood dripping from its fangs, the glowing bright eyes, that thing right there. Ooh, okay. It just rolled a 19.
I'm
the-
adjusting
that was
it.
25, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I see what's going on here. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Well,
Hey, we should non-lethally hit the werewolf.
So we can ask it questions later, or do you want to catch the lycanthropy?
I don't know. I saw a picture I probably wasn't supposed to see. I don't want to catch this. Not about that life.
oh, is it my turn?
It
Actually, Orlum didn't attack. Oh wait, no, Orlum did. Orlum?
I
No,
walked my
Andros didn't
25.
though.
Oh no, you can attack. You can walk 25 and attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hit in turn, so I think it was just ended.
Here you go. I did it just because it was messing up. I thought you were done, but go
No,
ahead
you're
and
good.
attack it.
No worries. I thought it was 25 or bust, so.
Oh
No,
no,
you're
no, no.
good. Now, if you dash to run further, then yeah, it would.
There you
Suck
go.
my
You
dick,
crit!
wolf.
There you go.
Cool.
Are you gonna smite it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it. Oh! Nice.
There you go.
That's how you do it.
All right, Zell, you're up.
Oh.
Good try.
I will move up right there and that'll be my turn.
Yep. Knew it was gonna do that. Before you hit me, are you targeting me or are you targeting Orlum?
Orlum.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
There we go.
It's much better. That was nice.
Okay. So before you end your turn,
Oops.
you're good. It's going to do this.
Your foot.
What? Oh, it's got legendary actions.
So it's gonna move up to it's going to move up its speed without provoking opportunity attacks,
Oh.
and it can make one claw attack against each creature it moves past.
This is some bullshit.
Am I allowed to do warding flame on myself before this happens or no?
I'll let you roll a reaction to try to just take a swipe at you.
Okay, so what would that be? Dex check?
No, take it like do your warding flames. What I'm saying. It's gonna attack you, so
Oh,
as your
okay.
reaction for it attacking you, you're going to do your thing.
Oh, gotcha. All right. I did my warning flare.
All right.
Worth it. Dropped to 19.
All right.
It missed us. Yay!
The first one.
But it's
First
still
one, yeah.
moving.
Oh, that was a 20 for half a second.
Whew. Barely misses me. Barely. But it misses.
Oh,
I'm glad I
man.
put that point into Dex. It's coming for you, Azos.
Okay.
God, he's counting.
All right. He's done. All right. So Andros, you're up.
All right. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 25 to get to here. We'll do the old 1, 2.
Are you beside it? It shows your. Oh wait, I
No.
forgot. I forgot you got reach. My bad. My bad.
Five, 10, 15, 20. Pull the dead. Ah, it succeeded. That's fine.
And before the end of your turn, I'm going to target you.
That's fine. I can't make my. Can you move my thing
Yeah,
next to him?
I'll drag it. Yeah. There
Thank
you go.
you. So I saw it said I lost. It said I lost an action.
It didn't. It's showing that I used a legendary action. He took a swipe at you,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
but he missed, so you're good.
Right.
So now,
Sorry, I was
okay.
muted.
You're
There's
fine.
no other tokens that I can't see right now, right? It's just the one that's next to his eye.
I mean, you're in the woods. Can you
It's the
can
only
you?
enemy.
Yeah, it's just the one that's next to his eye.
Okay, cool. Okay, 5, 10. No.
Okay.
Come on, freeze it. Ah,
Ah.
good try.
And then I will move up here like that, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Gain 10 health. Yep. Can I?
You
do guys
cannot.
have more
You've already used your reaction.
That's
Okay,
fine.
is that, hang on, is that within
Oh,
two?
ooh.
Hang on, is that within 2 of her AC?
Doesn't matter. I passed my Constitution saving throw.
No, because I can potentially save you from even being hit if it's within 2 of
It
your
is
AC.
not.
It
It's
is
not.
Okay. Darn.
If
Oh,
it
I
had
don't
been a
catch-
20, it would have. But yeah, it's past it.
Ooh, I don't catch
Okay.
lycanthropy. Woo.
Then that one missed.
Ooh.
Shit's getting pretty spicy.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I forgot about that. Whoops.
Forgot about what?
Don't worry about it.
I guess we'll find out here in a second.
Yep.
So, before the end of your turn,
Of course.
Oh, I'm being targeted.
yep. So, yeah, I forgot about this.
Chomp chomp. Jesus Christ.
Did I at least passed my Constitution saving throw, correct?
You did.
Okay.
Oh wait. My bad.
I rolled a 20.
My bad. I actually did that. I did that wrong. You're good. I'm gonna undo that damage.
I'm really confused.
It's because
Oh,
it's because I was supposed to do I was gonna do mauling pounce, and he can only do swipe attacks. He's not supposed to bite. So that's why I'm undoing that. So I'm giving you your health back.
Thank you, I suppose.
You're not dead, at least at the moment. So sorry, my bad. I clicked that wrong. My bad. All right, so he is going to do a swipe attack. Okay. Well, you're still dead, but you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about getting hit with the potential curse.
Fatal damage.
So yeah, and Orlum.
Healer's down again, guys. The healer's down again.
Okay, hang on. Oh, that Mr. Orlum. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hey, Zos, since you're at full health, I don't do that.
Not touchy.
Oh, shit, had her targeted. And go boop, and boop.
Oh. Strength? It's not my first strong suit.
He just got you on your back. That's all.
Wonderful.
Alright, Andros, you're up.
Well, I tried.
And before the end of your turn,
Of course,
just gonna
yeah.
swipe and swipe at Andros.
Wow. I am still on the ground. I can't be more on the ground.
Now
You're like-
you're
buried.
double on the ground.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, Azai, you're up.
Oh, that's not to a good start.
Yeah, that was almost a 1 too, so
Yeah,
that's
that was almost a 1.
Technically, they're all almost a 1.
yeah.
True.
So does anybody else? Can anybody else heal besides me and Azai?
Yes.
Yes.
Zell technically can as well.
Like, honestly, Zell can heal me if you want to keep fighting.
Okay.
I can offer moral support.
That was my real question.
I got my brother. Go kick that thing's ass.
15, 20, 25. And I can't hit from here, can I? Because I have
Correct.
55.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
We need to get Orlum a magical throwing hammer that returns to his palm.
Where have I seen that before?
It actually is taken from a dwarven thrower. They actually are technically dwarven. That was actually a pretty good one. Alright, Azai, at least you're not dead.
For now.
She's away from keys right now, or
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, the dogs kept jumping on me to go outside.
I healed you for 13
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
and moved in front of you and went and ended my turn.
Okay.
not maybe not the smartest of moves is the move in front of you, but
Oh man.
Ooh.
Nothing like getting deeper in the ground.
Might as well just bury me.
It's like grabbing your head and slamming it into the dirt.
Wondrous.
We'll do one more round and then we'll call it for the evening.
Yeah.
oh, at least you succeeded.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Sure.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try again.
Alright, so before you end your turn...
This mother.
Feel like I already did it.
Oh god.
Hey, look at that shit!
Oh god.
Woo! It's twice tonight.
No.
Yikes.
Oh
Alright, so
god.
looks like we all need to start
Holy
planning what we're gonna play
shit!
next.
Oh shit! Well, at least you saved your strength save.
I would
Alright,
hope so.
let's go
What was I
three
say?
for three. We're going for
Sure,
broke.
why not?
Aww. Aww.
Whew, thank God.
Aww.
Hellish rebuke. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, go for it. I like it.
Well, my plan was to get up and start heading toward.
No, he came to you.
Well, I was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hang on. Is that within 2?
I don't...
I want to use my reaction. I want to use my reaction. I want to use my reaction.
Zell, no. Yes, you can. That's fine.
Okay, then let me do warding flare.
Then use your reaction. And I'll, let's see. I'll re-roll it, but without advantage. So, let's do this. Go bam.
I think
go.
it's advantage on every attack. That's
Only when they're injured. If you're injured, so
Okay,
he still hits you.
Is 20 within? Is
20
your
is
AC?
within. 20 is within her AC.
Okay, so the rest of the group, I will use my reaction. The rest of the group sees the silvery, translucent wings sprout from Zell's back, wrap around Asai, and deflect the blow.
Thank God.
All right, Orlum, you're up.
I didn't get my turn.
Oh, sorry, my bad. There you go.
I'm going to stand up.
You got to stand up?
And run away.
Yes, yes, yes. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on a second level spell slot on myself.
There you go.
And then I'm going to attack this motherfucker with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Now I will end my turn.
All right, and once you do, he is going to swipe at Zell. And got a hit, and he can't react to it.
Nope, I can't do that.
No.
I think if I die, I'm gonna come back as a warlock.
Oh, Zell's on his back.
Oh God.
Nice.
I'm not
Nice.
unconscious, but
You just had to bring in a fucking werewolf.
I thought having a werewolf would be really fun. Isn't that cute? Isn't that funny
Yeah.
that I thought that?
Yeah.
Oh, if it's your werewolf, yes, but when you're fighting it, no.
If it's the werewolf from the base game, sure.
This is something else.
Oh God, it's not a werewolf.
That thing's on roids.
no shit, no shit.
And this is sad. I actually nerfed this
it
one
feel
down
like-
too. This
Oh my
one's
God.
this one's nerfed.
Uh-huh.
It needs to pee in a cup.
Okay,
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Badly misses. That's nice.
okay.
I know. I'm moving her up. Yeah, I moved her up. All right, Zell.
Okay, well, Zell's gonna stand up. We don't like being on the ground. That's bad for us.
Okay, you're up.
And then... Oh!
Things are going well. Swimmingly.
Oh God.
I'm gonna stay... As much as I hate to, at this point, I'm gonna have to stay right there.
Okay.
You don't want to take an opportunity attack now.
No, I don't.
And it just healed again. God damn it.
Yeah. Without any damage having been done to it.
Whoa, just stop before you even do anything. Stop.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about this.
You got to be getting low on those soon. Yep, you got one left.
I think
You got one left.
I have one left.
The good news is we have 2 weeks to plan our next characters.
I
Fuck
think
that.
it's actually gonna be closer to 3.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
double 18s.
Ah.
That's a hit. You succeeded by the skin of your teeth. Yeah, you needed a 17. All right, so we'll end it there with a Zos on the ground and
Bleeding.
y'all in
Yeah.
dire straits.
Yeah.
So, but alrighty, that was fun.
And no, this is our last session of the year.
Yep.
Whoop whoop.
Um,